Okay, this is DragonofEternity and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker Patch 6.1 content. In the last video, I went through the Algaia raid. I got myself a pair of level 590 legs. I beat 4 gods, even though I technically died to one of them 3 times. And, yeah, I guess, turns out they went hostile, but they want me to fight them for some reason, so we're going to need to try and get answers about that. So, Kryl. A divine dilemma. Kryl wishes to take stock of the situation, so would I. Greetings, I'm Kryl of the students of Valdesian. Do I have the pleasure of addressing Derek, the explorer who sought aid in investigating this place? And a monkey. Where was a monkey till now? I am Derek, and this here is a baby Oppo Oppo. I said this 2 videos ago, but after, you know, the whole Schrodinger, the cat in the Alexander raids, I'm not too trusting of animal companions. Yes, I can see that. Doesn't it have a name? None that I know of, nor would I presume to bestow one, for that would be condescending. I see, that's very considerate of you. So, I understand you explored the various phantom realms with Derek, not in Derek, my god. Will you recount to me the experience? Well, you see, first off, I fought a guy with a hammer, and then I fought Rolga, and then I fought a Zama, and then I fought a 2-in-1 god. So, while the gods tested you sorely, you did not sense any malicious intent. As Bayagot said, they wish to do battle with us, but 'twould seem they do not necessarily wish to cause us harm. Tell that to my 3 devs. Though much and more about this perplexes, mayhap 'tis safe to assume they are not primals. As you may recall, Livingway once told us that the art of summoning, as taught by the Ascians, incorporates the fervent desire to assimilate others into one's belief. Thus do the resultant primals seek to enthrall worshippers, who in turn seek to grow their ranks. But these beings appear to harbour no such desire. If they are primals, then they are unlike those who have been summoned in recent memory. They are probably like Eidolon. We might suppose that they were created in antiquity, in like manner to Eidolon, but there is no way to prove it. Who could they possibly be, and why do they desire battle with man? Even of your little Eorzea, you know precious little. The true identities of the 12, for instance. The ruins beneath the bounty, the identities of the 12. Emetzelka's just sending us on a frickin' wild goose chase, isn't he? Emetzelk did say that, didn't he? By which we may assume he knew the truth, and challenged you to seek it out too. Suffice to say, you'll do so, of course. Uh-huh. Might as well scratch 2 things off of his bucket list. Insofar as we can ascertain that this is a matter which has implications for the entire star. In light of this, the students of Valdesian formally accept the commission. We will investigate the Phantom Realm and the beings who call themselves the 12. I need to open the door for a second. Again, old dude. Okay, back to the video. I am pleased to hear that. Thank you. Without further ado, then, I will take a look around. There are a few things I'm curious about. Then, with your permission, I will take myself around Eorzea and investigate the worship of those gods we encountered. Master Derek, seeing as you've already seen this place, would you care to accompany me? By all means, in which case... Hehe, monkey. Could you stay here with Kryl, my friend? It wouldn't do to leave a fair maiden alone. Ook ook. I shall be glad for the company. Take care then, and good luck. Shall we ask Rahtia about his plan? Yes, after I've talked to Kryle. Raha has also shared his observations with me. Keeping your combined accounts into mind, I shall see what else I can learn here. Ook. Hey, monkey. So, to explain my plan, 'tis believed that the 12 were already worshipped during the 3rd Astral Era when the Allagan Empire flourished. Covering the 5th Astral Era, those nations that fought in the War of the Magi each took one of the 12 as a guardian deity. This practice has continued to the present day in Eorzea, with some notable regional differences. For instance, Ishgardians hold Halone as absolute, while Sharlayans enjoy a moderate relationship with Valiak. By visiting various locations in Eorzea and learning about the 12 as they are worshipped, I hope to identify any similarities or differences between them and the beings we encountered. In doing so, I believe we will draw closer to the truth of their identities. For our first destination, I propose we take ourselves to Rhalgr's Reach. The place is holy ground for worshippers of the Destroyer, and promises to yield useful details. Yeah, just don't say that I killed their god. I mean, I technically didn't kill him, I just beat him in combat. Alright, back to Rhalgr's Reach. That's twice today I've teleported here. Oh well, one I got sent here. Yeah, one from Ishtola and now exploring with Graha. I suspect we're going all the way up to the statue. Alright, destination. Unfortunately, I can't see all the way up. Yeah, I can only get like a glimpse of the beard. There you are. This place served as the base of operations for your investigation into Omega, did it not? How delightful to be here together. If you don't mind my making an observation, it seems you enjoy traveling with company. I do. It's something I've dreamed of for a long time. Aww. I enjoy company, but sometimes I prefer my own. There's nothing like traveling with good friends. Is that so? What of yourself? Do you normally travel alone? In my wanderings, I much prefer to have solitude. Not that I avoid people or communities, mind you. As a matter of fact, I've been here before, on the trail of the Phantom Realm. Now that I think on it, more often for not, those places where Phantom Realm sightings are known to occur have a tradition of 12 worship. I dare to hope that we are on the right track. As I'm sure you know, Rhalgr's Reach is home to the Temple of the Fist, the ancient headquarters of the Fist of Rhalgr. Raised by the Mad King Fjordrik, the temple lay abandoned before the Alamegan Restoration claimed it for its operations. While I doubt that much literature has survived over the years, the people here may possess some knowledge of the local faith. So let's split up and make inquiries, and reconvene here afterwards to share findings. Okie dokie. Let's see. Nothing. Oh, no. I can check this. Bloodstorm. You read the words inscribed on the monument. A storm of blood approaches fast. Hell's open, heavens weep. For no one's soul doth lie beyond the measure of his reach. Once upon a time, Lys explained to you their meaning, that we must prepare ourselves for the strife and sorrow that will inevitably come. Let's see. Derek. Learned anything thus far? Amicable resistance fighter. All of it isn't my Rashna. Is this man, perchance a friend of yours? When last he visited, he shared with me the tales he heard on his journeys, and what amazing tales they were. If you have time, I'd love to hear both of your stories. Alas, we're in some haste. We're investigating the worship of Ralga, and seek literature on the subject. Religious texts and the like. Can any still be found here? Just about all of it is gone, sadly, destroyed by the Empire, if not the Mad King before that. But we haven't lost everything. The mighty image of the Destroyer, the tales we share at the campfire, like the legend of our nation's founding. We still have these things, and they were a source of great comfort and strength to us in our darkest moments. I see. If you don't mind, I would be obliged to hear your stories this time. Marshna, rest assured, I have this well in hand. Feel free to carry on as you were. Alright. Where am I going? All the way over there. Alright. I thought I was just going to be in a circle. Hey, Minago. Oh, that reminds me. Nope. Control you. Yes, while I'm moving. What's on today? What's on this week's custom deliveries? Okay, so Charlemagne, Kurenai, Charlemagne and Kurenai for the bonus. Okay, Scholarly Woman. Yes, if you have business, please make it quick. I'm due to meet with someone any moment now. Forgive me my delay. Hello. Why, if it isn't the adventurer who kindly escorted me to the Temple of the Fist. Are you studying monks too, perchance? I do not remember who you were. The Temple of the Fist was like an optional level 70 dungeon, right? So you were probably part of a side quest. So you ought to work together with me and my colleague here. Few things you'll find from joining heads like with like-minded fellows, or like-minded folk. You see, I wish to know about Olga. Researching the worship of the Destroyer, you say? Why didn't you mention it sooner? This is a copy of Destructivity, a scripture of the Fist of Rolga. The original is one of the few texts that survived the temple's razing and was recovered by a monk named Widegeld. Monk Questline. I went to the trouble of having this made for my colleague, only for her to say that she doesn't need it, so I will offer it to you instead. Lest you forget, this is your passion, not mine. I'm simply assisting you as a favour, and I'd thank you not to put us in danger. But danger is the crucible in which the monk tempers body and mind. So sublime, monks. Well, we had best return to our work. Till next time, adventurer. So how would this quest go, or how would the scene go, if you didn't do that side quest? I'd probably be here meeting you for the first time, I imagine. Alright, wait at the designated location. Is it back on the bridge again? Yeah, it is. Okay. Okie dokie. Alright, waiting! At the destination. Waiting, waiting, waiting. Marshna, what were you able to learn? Let's see, here's a book. A copy of one of the scriptures, you say? A moment while I skim over it. I see, this chapter appears to be a record of the construction of the great image of Ralga, written in a style that suggests folklore was committed to parchment. When the deluge of the sixth umbral calamity threatened Eorzea, the ancestors of the Alamegans were guided to safety by a comet. Believing that it was sent by Ralga, they came to hold him in the highest. This much of the tale I had been familiar with. But according to the scripture, among those refugees who followed the comet, some claimed to have caught sight of Ralga himself. Their accounts were passed down for the centuries, and worshippers of the destroyer pieced them together to give shape to yonder statue. I must say, it bears more than a passing resemblance to the being we encountered. Were that Ralga primal, the explanation for the similarities would be simple. That is, the statue gives rise to a unified interpretation of Ralga's appearance, which in turn lends form to the primal. But this is the opposite. However, this fails to account for what inspired the likeness in the first place. If the scriptures is to be believed, it was the sightings during the sixth umbral calamity. Yet for those witnesses to be able to recognize Ralga, they would have needed an agreed upon idea of his appearance beforehand. If then we consider the worship of 12, or the history of 12 worship, that had already existed in the third astral era, it would not be ridiculous to think that these divinities existed even prior to that. So the question is, did these beings give rise to their respective faiths, or are they primals born of them? I thought we had made it clear. We are not summoned beings. Whoa. Well, you know, you could just give us a straight answer. Okay, now I'm convinced the bloody monkey's one of them. Since time immemorial, our domains have lain scattered across Eorzea. As a matter of fact, one of those in which you set foot is nearby. 'Tis not unusual for mortals to glimpse us. That voice. Could they be? Indeed, I am Biogot, and a hawk beside me is Ralga. I shall elaborate upon my master's explanation. We thus disguise ourselves when we wish to observe the world without, for being seen in our true forms would violate our laws of conduct. And yet that's happened. Yet though we similarly disguise our sanctums, veiling them in illusions, rents are known to manifest when the surrounding ether is unstable, so during calamities. At such a time, should a gifted mortal chance to be near, they may inadvertently catch sight of us. Of course, during an umbral calamity, etheric imbalance occurs on a star-wide scale, the ideal condition for seeing the Phantom Realm. Precisely how many times we have been seen, we ourselves have no way of knowing, but that is a sound assumption to make. Well, Biogot, I believe that much shall suffice by way of an apology for our deception. Shall we? Indeed. That is all we are at liberty to reveal. Fare you well, children of man. Now they're just fucking with us. Aside from their reticence, where it concerns their identity and objective, these divinities are certainly approachable. Now we just gotta talk to the other two. If what they said was true, and their worship can be traced back to their sightings, it would serve to explain one thing. According to my research in the field of comparative mythology, Ralga is often observed to bear many similarities with Ramu. Assuming both were inspired by the Ralga of the Phantom Realm, their divergence may be attributable to differences in culture between man and self. So you believe that they gave rise to the prevailing myths of Eorzea? Given available evidence, yes, I am inclined to. Yet none of this explains their presence. How and when did beings of such power come into existence? And why didn't it help during the final days? Oh, 'tis you, Kryl. Has something happened? Truly? Very well, I shall take care of it. Kryl has recruited an acquaintance to aid in our investigation, an authority on mythology. I must go and receive her at the Sunken Temple of Karn, where she is currently conducting fieldwork, after a brief detour to prepare a little something. Conveniently, THANALAN is home to countless adherents of Nalfal. While I tend to business, may I ask the two of you to make inquiries in Uldar? Very well. God, you're like a Stinian. Excellent. I will join you as soon as I am able. By your leave. Alright, speak to Derek, and then we got one more quest. So it's to be just you and me in Uldar. I suppose it can't be helped. What's up with you in Uldar? The face of an explorer. Apprehension is writ plain upon Derek's face. What strange manners for one who proposed the survey to so promptly abandon it. I'll not lie, I'm not given to working with... I'll not lie, I am not given to working one-on-one with another. But I suppose I agreed to this arrangement. Yeah, you did. Well, we had best be on our way. As I recall, Milvaneth Sacrarium is still closed for construction, so let's try our luck at our Zenef ossuary. You have no objection to travelling separately, I trust? Good, I shall see you in Uldar. Okie dokie. Right then, to Uldar. So let's see, there are 7 steps to this quest. Okie dokie. Right, where are you? Hermitage. Alright. Hermitage, there we go. City of desert sands. Water and gold below. Let's speak to Derek. Ah, you're here. Of the deific twins Nalfal, here they worship Fall, who keeps the realm of the dead, and weighs the worth of men's souls. In contrast, NALD keeps the world of the living, and oversees their financial fortunes. Their names are borne by many a location and religious organizations. Some extremely wealthy and powerful exist to nurture faith in them. On the surface, it may seem strange that a hub of commerce, such as Eldar, I'm gonna say tongue twister for that, could be home to such spiritual people, but it is also quite logical when one considers that their religion is, in essence, commerce. In any event, NALD is a truly unusual divinity. What was originally held to be one god came to be worshipped as twins. Indeed, rather than two distinct entities, that which we encountered was a single being possessed of two personalities. Did I mishear? Did he just say they encountered NALD? Oh shit. While his appearance differs somewhat to the divinities worshipped, it cannot be denied that there are striking similarities in the nature. Perhaps we should avoid talking about that here. Forgive me, this is hardly the place for such a conversation. Let's continue it elsewhere. Yeah, let's not talk about the god in a temple of the god. 'Twas careless of me to openly speak of our encounter of divinity within a place where he is worshipped. Hereon, I shall exercise greater caution. I thank you for alerting me to my indiscretion, and ask that you keep it between us. Aye, aye. Now then, to finish our conversation, as I mentioned, though the NALD as worshipped by men appears to be somewhat different, there are undeniable similarities in their nature. I believe we may report this much to Grahatir. With that, our work here is done, rather than waiting for our companion to arrive. Perhaps we might seek him out at the Sunken Temple. He mentioned needing to make a detour. Were we to set out now, we ought to be able to catch up to him. After all, we hardly know one another. Rather than loiter with an unfamiliar person, 'tis better to use our time productively. When you agree? Okay. Then let us head to the Sunken Temple of Karn at once. Please don't say I have to go through the bloody dungeon itself. Alright, let me go. And fly east. Alright, so now we are on step 3 out of 7. Down here and east. Okay, northeast. Oh, you're right. If you hear me, please say something. I don't think I recognize her. Well, she's still breathing, at least. You're here, thank goodness. I found this woman collapsed. Though I can see no obvious injuries. By her attire, she appears to be some manner of scholar. Water, food, in my bag, please. I see. Marishna, may I trouble you to find her bag? I will stand lookout in the meantime. Yeah, let's find it. It's about to be a heatwave. Let's see, anything shiny, anything shiny. Probably help if I looked at it from the air. Let's see. No. No. Anything in there? Nope. No. 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 Okay, I'm struggling to find anything here. Where the... It's not on top, is it? No. 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 Ah. Large bag. Examining the bag, you find a skin with a little water left, but there appears to be no provender. For now, you decide to take the water to the woman. If I understand her correctly, her bag is somewhere nearby. Please find it. So thirsty, so hungry. Nigh empty water skin. Even an incurable optimist would feel compelled to say that this water skin is nearly empty. It's something, at least. Not enough food. I need food. I have naught save dried meat, tough as leather. Do you have anything easier to consume? Marsha, Derek, what are you doing here? Actually, that can wait. Steady, Snowgime. I've brought you Arkard loaf and coffee, made sweet and creamy, just as you like it. What? What's that noise? I am reborn, washed down with a sweet beverage. The life-giving nutrients of Arkard loaf permeate my being from head to toe. Thank you, kind stranger. However you knew my preferred source of sustenance, you are truly a godsend. Oh, it's you, Raha. What brings you here? I don't recall mentioning my fieldwork. It's for my research into the Baladian's worship of Azema, you see. Have you heard from Kryl? The students are presently investigating the 12, and we would prevail upon your expertise. May I introduce Snowgame, an expert mythologist. She is a collaborator of the students, and like many a Charlene scholar, is passionate about her endeavours to the point of forgetting to eat. Well then. Seeing as she has recovered, may I ask the two of you to tell her about the Phantom Realm? Is that a good idea? So if you go to Mordona, you can apparently walk on water, and then between two stones is a gate that takes you to a floating island. The 12 abide in the Phantom Realm, and you exchange not only words with them, but blows besides. Incredible! And your description of the domains, a thunderous tower in one, and a sweltering city in another, are precisely as the heavens of lightning and fire are depicted in legend. In ancient times, the worshippers of the 12 believed that there exist 7 heavens and 7 hells. Ephorology has since established that departed souls return to the ethereal sea. But it seems those afterlife domains were more than just inventions of mortal imagination. As a pursuer of myths, I must say it feels somewhat anticlimactic to suddenly have those revelations given to me. But more than that, I'm dying to know more, which is to say, please allow me to join your investigation. Ahem. We would, of course, welcome your presence. Without further ado, then, let's head to the OMPHALOS. Kryl awaits us there. Right, so now we are on step 6 out of 7. Lovely. Alright, speak of Kryl at the OMPHALOS. So, teleport to Reverend Stone. Okie dokie. I'm trying to think of what's left to do after going through the Alliance raid. I suppose the only thing available in 6.1 until 6.15 and 6.18 comes out would be the World Quest Epilogue, and maybe me having a go at End Singer Extreme, which I would rather not do. I don't know, I just don't want to do high-end current content. It's probably a weird mindset from my WoW days. Yeah. Ah well. That might change, but until it changes. Alright, entrance to the OMPHALOS. I gotta say, that sounds like something created by the ancients. Let's see. It's a shame I can't mount up. Wait a minute. I see you, by God. I see you, Rolga. So I guess this becomes more filled up with animals as the patches go, then. Maybe. I swear that monkey's one of them. Welcome back, everyone, and welcome, Snow Game. I'm glad you could join us. Kryl, how delightful to see you again. I understand you've been doing a fine job leading the students. But may I say, what a lovely place it is. At a glance, this appears to be the highest of the heavens of legend, the seventh heaven. And ooh, if those aren't symbols representing the other heavens, I take it those are their respective gateways. I should like to pay them all a visit. For Snow Game's benefit, let us review what we have learned thus far, and thence deliberate the next step. I suspect the next step would be to fight the next 4 gods. In 2.3, 5.3, 6.3. God, there's a lot of patch names. The gods reappeared before us in Valka's Reach, though they were disguised as unassuming creatures. Their laws forbid them from showing their true forms outside their realm, hence the monkey. Yet, in the event that the ambient ether becomes unstable, such as during Umbral Calamity, or Final Days, it is possible for the realm, and indeed the gods themselves, to be glimpsed by mortals. And such sightings, we believe, have given rise to the various faiths practiced throughout Eorzea. As we confirmed in Uldar, the Nalfal worshipped by people, and the Nalfal we encountered here have more similarities than they do differences. In the course of exploring the OMPHALOS, 2 things caught my attention. The first is the gate which lies in the innermost area. If each of the other 6 gates lead to an elementally aspected heaven, we stand in the 7th heaven, as Snow Game says. What then lies beyond that last gate? The second is this monument. It harbors some manner of magic unlike anything I have seen before. I will endeavour to decipher it, but it will take time. Divinities that have existed since time immemorial, who abide in domains resembling the heavens of legend. Why have they chosen to reveal themselves to mortals seeking battle? Unless they favour us with more of their secrets, it should seem this monument holds the key to solving the mystery. Indeed, much more yet lies beyond our understanding, but we'll keep chasing the truth further. Or together. As I'm sure you'll agree, though, this is tiring work, both mentally and physically. We need to pace ourselves. So, rest for 2 patches. To which end, might I suggest we return to Revenant's Toll and have a rest before we embark on the next stage of our investigation. But she just joined! Is there a cutscene now, or am I just waiting for the area to load? Game? Hello? Ah, cutscene. You know, while they're eating, I might as well have a drink. So rarely do I get to simply chat with colleagues. I had fairly forgotten what it felt like. Aww. Indeed, and it's quite fitting that we should be doing so here at the Seventh Heaven. Fitting? That's an understatement if I have ever heard one. Oh. The sugar! The seventh and highest of the heavens, which rules over the remaining six, was right here in Mordona all this time. This isn't fitting, my friends, it's destiny. You're obviously well versed in the myths surrounding the heavens and hells. If you don't mind, I should like to hear your thoughts on them. Is this a ship? Invested as they are in their research, it doesn't take much to stoke their passions. My apologies if it makes you uncomfortable. Having always travelled alone, I am admittedly not too familiar with such a lively atmosphere, but I do not mislike it. Aw, he's learning. By the way, the two of you arrived at the Sunken Temple rather quickly. Did something happen? Well, as pleasant as this has been, it's past time we return to the Annex. The paperwork for this commission isn't going to complete itself at last. Or alas, even. Then I shall take myself to the OMPHALOS. There's so much there that I'd like to see. And I believe I will go for a walk nearby. It's getting a little warm in here. Alright, do take care now. Alright, this should be the final step of the quest. I hope. God, it's been a long recording day. The first in a long time. It really does take a while to load, doesn't it? Yeah. Not much I can do, though. Okie dokie. Speak with Derek. Okay, I gotta admit, the way that's glowing is pretty pretty. They did do some lighting changes recently. Alright, hi Derek. Oh, Martian, it's pleasant, isn't it? The smells and sounds of a tavern, it makes one feel alive. And afterwards, stepping outside alone and breathing the cool air, I like that just as much. While we await developments, I shall remain here in Revenant's Toll. If there are any tidings, rest assured I will share them with you. Thank you for your help thus far. I doubt so much could have been accomplished without you. Aww. As mentioned, I shall remain here while we await developments. If any tidings, rest assured. Okay. So that's the quest line done. Huh. I thought it was going to be like a to be continued scene. I guess not. Although if they do what they did in the Shadowbringers patches, then there could be something. What am I looking for? OMPHALOS. There we go. Alright, let's see if anything's opened up in here. Because I know there's a card I can now buy at the Gold Saucer. Ah, the joys of card hunting. Let's see. Answer, no. Although I can talk to you. Hello. This place is truly amazing, an absolute boon for my research. What interesting tidbits I learn, I will be sure to share with everyone. Oh, and you may have noticed, but there are little quiz about the place. Based on your accounts, I suspect they are vessels for the gods. Alas, they flee whenever I attempt to go near. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Hang on then, what are the... Any around here then? I see something. What are you? That's a beta fish. Are you a Zema or NALD Fall? Let's see, we got an owl. Are there any others around here? Might as well take a look behind the video. Any like little tidbits for next time? Nah, I don't see anything. It might just be those four. Oh no! Wait! There's a rocky dude. Little rocky dude. Okay, so there are more critters around. It's just finding them. Like little butterflies. Or butterflies. Okay, let's head to the Gold Saucer, buy that thing, and we'll go from there. I could have sworn there was a triple triad opponent now. I might need to look into the Gold Saucer section. So one card is from the Gold Saucer, one card's from the raid, and I imagine the other card is from the triple triad NPC. So if I can probably do that on my off time, that would be great. But I would like to know where that NPC is, so I can start doing that. Right. Let's see, Gold Saucer, card list, last page. Gold Saucer, Algaia, Mordona Prudence. Okay. Let's see, there's Fall. Lovely. Prudence in Mordona. I was just in Mordona. Herp derp. Let's see, Fall. Fall is but one aspect of the traders who govern underworld and commercial affairs. Alright. So where is this NPC? Did I miss them? NPC, who are you? I would like to know so I can fight you and at least win one match before I end the video. They are... Where are they? Go back on this bloody page. Gold Saucer. Page 12. Algaia. 30.6. Ah, there you are. Right. Alright, St. Conic's fine. Let's do one match. If I don't win a card, then I will. this is pretty at night. Right down here then. NPC Prudence. Let's see, scholar named Cliven. Introduce me to Game of Triad. Have a moment. 2 cards to get. I imagine that would be the 2 cards I fought. Plus swap and same. Oh, I don't like that. I do not like that. I don't like plus, I don't like swap. I don't like it. Alright, so it's easy to fight, it's just the card chances are gonna be a bit bullshit. So I guess as I'm fighting this NPC, I should probably end this video here. So, this has been DragonofEternity going through more Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker Patch 6.1 content plus shit. In this video, I finish up the 2 remaining quests in the Alliance Raid Questline in 6.1. So, Graha and Kryl are probably doing research on this until 6.3, 6.5. Yeah, I just gotta wait on the next patch for story updates. So yeah, that is the Alliance raid done. So next time, I will most likely be going through the... Oh, let's see, provided the updates for the game aren't out yet. I've lost. Provided the updates for the game aren't out yet, so the only thing I can do is the epilogue for the role quest. So that involves all of the Alliance leaders in Golemald with Horshafont. Not Horshafont, Forshnault. I'm going to keep on mixing those two up. And then after that, I'm going to need to wait until more content comes out. Until Hildebrand comes out, Emelians, the Orchestra Beast Tribe. I just gotta wait. Still no card, really? Yeah, I just gotta wait until content gets released. So hopefully by the time all of this content is uploaded, that more content should be out. Hopefully. So, with that, viewers, with all that said, I'm gonna finish this match. Win or lose, I'm ending after this. Oh, lovely, got one card. Alright, I still need to get... Is it Rolga or is it the other one? I think it's a builder I need to get. Either way, I've got some cards to do in my off time. So yeah, next time is going to be the Job Quest Epilogue. Or no, Job Quest Epilogue, the Role Quest Epilogue. So, yeah. With that planned out, viewers, my rambling hopefully now finally done. Until next time.